this morning, a one-man volleyball team. Yes, he plays against lots of people, and he has a game today at King Chavez Arts Academy. He holds the record for the most games played by any athlete, and he does this by beating the odds. Now, he's an advocate against bullying, against suicide, against drug and alcohol use. His name is Bob Holmes, and he's here with us this morning to tell us about this incredible feat. But I have to ask you, from your childhood, were you just an exceptional athlete?
No. As a matter of fact, I was the last one to be picked on a team, and that's why I play by myself.
Okay, so now you're a one-man volleyball team. So how many people are on the opposite side of the net?
Oh, I've played anywhere usually from 6 to 20 up, and then I do crowd games where hundreds play me at once, and one time a whole school went on the other side of the net. I had 1,000 over
Are you
there.
winning these games?
Yes, there's 18,500 victories to 400 losses since I started.
Okay, we're looking at some video. Here we go. Also, you wear bright colors, I see.
Oh yes, a human highlighter they call me. And that's actually a team, and then the Orioles and Redskins played me, which I think they have. If they go to beatbob.com, they can see the Orioles and Redskins, and then cashforcauses.org is another one from the local area.
How did you decide you wanted to do this? I mean, where did the inspiration come from?
Over 1 million teenagers tried to kill themselves last year, and more kids died in 1 year than the entire Iraqi war, and I said I want to reach kids and help them have a positive message, you know, to really be winners in life.
What was the catalyst? I mean, at what point were you like, I'm going to do this by myself. I'm going to play volleyball, and it's just going to be a one-man volleyball team.
Yeah, the funniest thing is I never played on a team. I've always been by myself. It started out with back problems. It's like a beat the odds story. And then seeing like a principal tell me he had 5 suicides in 7 weeks. And all these things just motivate me to get out there and give a lot of laughter and fun, and then a serious talk afterwards.
You're moving pretty fast, I imagine. And you said earlier that you had some back problems. So I imagine that, do you have any limitations because of your back problems?
Well, since I turned it into an exhibition with a cause, it completely got better. And I just thank the Lord that he helped me through this, because it was just I had to have 2 men help me out of the car when I first began, and I've never been on a volleyball team. I just started playing by myself, and then wanted to really help kids.
What's the key to being a good volleyball player?
I would say move fast. With this type of thing, move fast and hit hard and try to find the weak spots.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, you're burning a lot of calories, so I imagine, how often do you get to do this? Is it quite often?
Yes, I'm averaging about 50 to 60 games a week.
Because you broke a record.
Oh, yes, yes. This fall I had 240 games in about 4 weeks.
Wow, so you are burning a lot of calories as you're heading out there, so I'm sure you're trying to stay healthy with diet and exercise, and I'm sure maybe that's part of your talks too to some of these kids. What about, when you talk about also bullying, what is your message when you go out to these schools about bullying?
Yes, I do it in a very positive way, where a boy had 2 bags in front of a school, and things dropped and blew around, and a boy came over and helped him pick up his things, put them back in the bag. And he was on the way back to his home. He had picked up the 2 bags after the boy helped him. And years later, that boy that bent over to help him asked him, "What were you doing that day?" He said, "I was going home to end my life because I thought no one cared for me. And when you actually picked up my things, I thought somebody cared for a change, and I didn't kill myself." And that one gesture of just picking up things, and I said, you can change the whole world by being positive and not being a bully and helping people.
Oh, and you know, we would love to hear your speech. And can people go today to see you?
Yes, they can. At King Chavez at 9:30, I'll be starting over there.
Okay, wonderful. Well, wonderful. You're doing such great work, and we hope to see you continue. We hope you circle back around here in San Diego as well.
Yes, cashforcauses.org. They're bringing me back and they're doing some fundraising with me. And I hope to come back and play all the pro teams that are in this area.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thanks so much for being with us this morning. All that information is going to be on our website at KUSI.com. So if you'd like to join in on the fun today, you can do so, or in the future. There's more events, I'm sure. With all the things that you're doing, there's plenty more opportunities. We'll be right
Name Robert Tate, defensive back, Minnesota Vikings, number 28. We got a one-man team we about to fight against, so one man just ain't going to beat us. So I'm going to tell you that right now. So we're going to be a challenge out here today.
Number 59, don't you attempt to do the roll that number 30 just did on the floor, because we want to keep the earthquakes in California. I'm not giving you a steak dinner if you win. No way.
Here he takes on the Baltimore Orioles with Cal Ripken.
Dang.
You guys are probably wondering, what do we get if we win? You get to go all over Minnesota saying we beat one guy. That's what you get.
Played 100 kids, and he beat them. Look at guys on guys' shoulder. Now, they can hit it as many times as they want. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But I think you'll have to admit this is the ultimate in downsizing.
But you're now going 55, because that's as fast as you'd ever drive, right? No comment.
Well, I really didn't think we had a chance, but it was really fun. I had a blast.
To it, I thought it never had one man could beat 6 of us, but it happened. So we had fun, and he's sitting right beside me, so it's kind of hard, you know.
The only surprise to me, Harry, is that anybody ever beats him. He's that good.
It's great that he uses sports because it, applies to almost everybody.
I really like sports, and we really like volleyball. It gets kids interested instead of just speaking. It gets them all involved. He uses action, not just talking, to prove his point.
But you're now going 55, because that's as fast as you'd ever drive, right? No comment.
Well, I really didn't think we had a chance, but it was really fun. I had a blast.
I tell you, it's a great thing. This guy is amazing. I've never been beaten by one guy.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I thought he was going to lose. We lost.
He's got the cycle serve going for him, so, I was
And the wild serve. That's a little scary. And it was a great experience. We played against Mr. Holmes. He did an outstanding job. The kids were really involved. His message was excellent at the end. It was very important topics that he addressed that many people don't really get to the point, and he did a good job getting to the point.
If you're going to beat the odds, number 1, don't quit. Decide nothing will ever stop you. Number 2, look ahead. Number 3, don't believe the commercials. Most commercials will show a beautiful sunset and a guy drinking a bottle of liquor, but they won't show the poor guy that hit a tree drinking and driving. And the mother goes into schools. Guess what she does? She picks up a bottle out of her gym bag and she says, "Meet my dead son. He was drinking and driving. He hit a tree. His ashes are in the bottle. Meet my son." And number 4, stand alone. Anybody can go with the flow, but it takes a real man and woman to stand alone and go against the crowd. I don't care where you're at in life, you can beat the odds.
My name is Pam Ringstead, principal of Monticello High School, and I particularly like Bob Holmes' presentation because he walked it out on the volleyball court, showing how to beat all odds before he even said a word. So it's pretty powerful when you see the message being played out on the court first and then corresponding it to his words afterwards.
Larry Peterson, Eden Valley Watkins principal, just wanted to say it was a great thrill to have Bob Holmes here. He does an outstanding job. His message is outstanding.
Reading High School is the largest high school in the state of Pennsylvania. We hosted Bob Holmes with an assembly today. It was probably one of the better assemblies that we've had here at the high school. Not only did he beat 3 teams of students, but it wasn't so much his playing, it was his inspirational message that he gave after the playing.
Students are wanting to hear the truth, and they're wanting to listen to people who are authentic. And I think that the message that the students heard this afternoon was the truth. And this man who spoke to them was being authentic with them.
He spoke the truth, and that's the important part. I really appreciated his message at the end. Those are all issues that are major issues here.
I certainly appreciated the message. It was one of hope and encouragement.
Thanks, Bob.
You don't have to do what the whole world's doing. Beat the odds. I really want to thank Pettinaro management for being part of the one-man volleyball team, helping kids go from brokenness to wholeness, and that's what it's all about. I've been in front of 5 million young people trying to help them beat the odds, and we're so thankful to Pettinaro management for being part of this. What do you have to say?